Hi everyone, welcome to your channel OCHAREO. This video is about the ODUN Ogunda Ofun request by Luz. Ogunda Ofun is one of the ODUN that bring cares to our ceremonies. That's why when we see this ODUN in Ita, we recommend the godparents to do the rogation. Could be with coconut and water, with seso vegetal, two pigeon. It depends on the elders. But it's important to take at least a bath of Obatala as soon we finish the ita to remove this care from us. This is the Odun that the prodigiosa was blessed by Obatala because everyone walked on top of her and no one had any consideration with a wedding doom. So one day he decided to go and see Obatala, and Obatala blessed the prodigiosa and told her, from this moment you will be one of the important plants in our ceremonies. So this is the reason that the Ewedundun belongs to Obatala. But the neighbor always, he was bothering Obatala. So Ewedundun, because was so happy with Obatala, tried to talk with the neighbor, but the neighbor ripped up her. And when he went back to his house, he saw that his house was covered by a wedundun. So he took his machete and he tried to destroy all the wedundun and throw it on the river. But later, he went to the river and he saw a lot of wedundun around. So he tried to eliminate it again and he lost his life because he fell in the river. So this is the Odun that is telling you that you have the bless of Obatala. Always you need a wedundun prodigiosa in your house. But it's important to control your character because you could try to eliminate any of your enemies and you can lose your life. So never curse anyone. Try always to offer something to Obatala. Could be an adimu or the aladimu, fruit, wherever you want, but offer always something to Obatala because the blessing of Obatala here is so important. Also, the blessing of your elders. It is something that you need to keep in mind because in this Odun, Olofi, he had a lot of people in one bedroom in his house that were prisoners of him. And one day, Orumila visited Olofi and asked him why these people are yelling in your palace. And Olofi, he felt embarrassed and he said, no, no one is here in palace, just me. But Orumila, he insists that someone was over there. Olofi, that he didn't want that his word fell on the floor, he became all of them in pork. So when Orumila opened the door, he saw that the pigs was over there. So he didn't see any man in that bedroom. So this is the Odun that we are supposed to keep the peace in our house for our own benefit. Because Obatala and Olofi, they don't like when the people are yelling at home. In this Odun also, here Ogunda Ofun, he fell in love with the daughter of Olofi. And Olofi that saw him so happy, and also Ochun, that was his daughter, give him the hands of his daughters, but avoid him that never mistreats her and respect her crown. Olofi, he made a big party and invite a lot of people to that wedding, and everyone was so happy. Also, Ochun, that was the daughter of Olofi, but he gave her a crown, and Olofi said, anyone that want to take away from you this crown, I go to destroy him. So he advised Ogunda Ofun that plant around his palace a wedundun because it will be his ache. He started to live with Ochun and they had a lot of followers and everything was so prosperous for both of them. He did his fair ifa and also he made it fast for a lot of people in that village. But one day, he feed a little yellows of the ache that Ochun had, and he decided to take her crown and throw away. Ochun, she didn't want that, so she started to argue with him, and he beat Ochun badly. So she went crying to see her father Olofi. As soon Olofi saw her in that condition, he called Ogunda Ofun. I told him, I told you that never mistreat my daughter. Moving forward, you go to lose your ache because I made you. But also, your favorite God's son, he goes to betray you. So this happened, and Ogunda Fumbo, he lost everything in his life. So this Odun advise you that it's important that you recognize the crown of your wife. If you have this Odun or good Fun and you are a man, and your wife, she is not crown, try to help her to crown her Ocha. And also respect her crown. It is a woman, don't allow anyone to abuse of you. It's important in Ogunda Fun to respect the crown of each other because everyone have his ache. No matter if you are Oriate, no matter if you are Babalawo, the apetebe for us is so important in our religious house because together we make better and we can develop our religious house. So in this order, it's important to respect that. Something else that you are supposed to have in your house, at least one plant of prodigiosa, because it will be yours ache. In this order, when you go to prepare any bath for you, try also to add leaf of prodigiosa. Something else, you can take a bath, for example, with white flowers and different perfume. You can take a bath with herbs of Obatala like prodigiosa, yantén, algodón, for example, frescura, yagruma, and you make an humiero. You can add goat milk or cow milk, cascarilla, and also cocoa butter and take different bath because when you do that, you remove any curse that could be around you. Because Ogunda Fun is the Odun that sometimes bad Egun attack to you without any reason. So try to avoid it. The bless of the mother in this Odun also is something that you need to keep in mind. Because here the slave, he was mistreated by his owner. And he was cursing him and beating him every time. The slave, he didn't have anyone to talk about that because his mother passed away. But one day, the child of his mother said, I'm going to talk with Olorun. And she went and talked with Olorun and told his son, Olorun, he goes to visit you. And one day in his dream, he saw Olorun, this guy, like the old man. So Olorun recommended him to go and see Orumila for divination. When Orumila, he saw this Odun, he recommended him to do a mass for the spirit of his mother. And he did like that, and his mother, with the help of Olorun, always appear in the dreams of his owner. And she repeat that a lot of times. So one day, his owner decided to give him his liberty. So this is the Odun that we are supposed to do different masses for our ancestors. If your grandmother, for example, passed away, or your grandmother, or your mother tried to do a mass for them, here the connection with the spirit is so important. Something else in this Odun is that when you go to prepare an ahiako to Egun, put the head of the pig, that it will be great for you because it represents the ancestor also. All the ceremonies of Egun, you are supposed to learn about it, to please them and ask them for help because this is one of the Odun that the Egun always help you and support you. In addition of that, you can pray to Olorun. So you can prepare the Sara Eco that is just corn meal. Also, you add milk, cascarilla, cocoa butter, a little bit of honey, and a leaf of prodigiosa, because we talk about this Ogunda Ofun. That's why you see that some people, when they prepare the Sara Eco for the ceremony of the Nangareo, they add some leaf of prodigiosa. This is something that you can do if you have this Ogunda. When you got a chance, you can also take the bath of MEWA, that we call also the bath of Ofun, to remove the curse. Because Ogunda Ofun said that you can be cursed since you was a child. So it's important that you do different ceremonies to remove this curse from you. Thank you, all of you, for joining us. Here you are, few videos about the ODUN Ogunda. Leave you comment below, a like, subscribe to this channel to receive notification of the new videos and live stream. Health, faith, and prosperity, ya tú sabes. Oh, chareo.